Welcome, everyone, to another adventure into reality. Right now, we have a bunch of new people listening. So, everyone that is out there that is new, welcome to the show. For everyone that is old, welcome to the show. You all know what's coming. So, for you newbies that are out there, we're going to ask you to come into the chat room. Yay! If you are listening on Facebook or YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, or any other place that you want to be a caller in today's show, excuse me, you must be a part of the Zoom room. The Zoom room allows you to text and chats back and forth to everyone that wants to be a potential caller. Robert is going to put up some information here in just a second that's going to show you how to connect to Zoom. And I know there are a bunch of people out there who computer illiterates. I can't make Zoom work. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, and you too can make Zoom work for you, like millions and millions of other people out there. So you go to zoom.us. You type in the meeting number, 911-001-1974. It's going to say, welcome to the room, and you're going to choose to use your computer audio. Please do not turn on your video. Now, if you want to dial in just from a phone, but still want to be a part of the show and text and everything, on the right side of the screen right now are the phone numbers that you can call toll-free to Zoom. You will only be charged your standard carrier minutes, same ID number. So today is the open call-in show. But I'm also asking for anyone that's actually done their homework from 2 weeks ago, which was the cussing, swearing, invocation, revocation. If you are new to the show and are going, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Why is he swearing already? We swear here. We also use swearing in this unique position to initiate people who cannot write. Last week, Gabriel came on and he had a fabulous journey into using that. Now, in the years of doing this is my first time of giving this as homework to someone. Okay, and I want to thank Gabe, did outstanding job. Now we're going to be collecting the best of the swearing revocations, invocations, and I'll be putting them in a place where everyone can download and use them too. The whole point of using the cussing revocation, invocation, is because when you swear, you access a different part of your brain, different neural pathways that allow instantaneous wit, instantaneous retort, connected to everything else that you know. So there's a different way of thinking. And when you allow yourself to use this to your advantage, to not create charge and polarity, but to create motivation and inspiration to go to the next level. Now, if you have a swearing revocation invocation that's completed homework, we would like for you to come on today's show. But we're not excluding everyone else because there's a lot of new people here and they're going, well, I want to come on. Well, you're going to get to come on. All you go is click on that participants button. If you are in the Zoom room, click raise hand. Boom. Now, for everyone else that's here, they know that they're like, fastest raise hand gunners in the West. Now, generally, we allow everyone about 10 to 12 to 15 minutes at most at each call because we want to get about 6 to 7 people to 8 people on per call. Robert has a little dingy bell when we're nearing the time. But sometimes I tell Robert, pause because you got a good caller. Every caller is a teacher, okay? And everyone that's a teacher, all the future callers that are coming in, we answer lots and lots and lots and lots of questions. Sometimes one caller can answer a year's worth of questions. All right, so Robert, spin up that wheel of callers and see who wants to have a conversation today.
All right. Louis, you're unmuted with Andrew. First caller of the day.
Louis, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me okay?
You are awesome. Where are you calling from today?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to the show. What do you want to talk about today?
First of all, I came across you and your work through the Pantera group. Are you familiar with them?
Oh, yes. Ken and all them. They're wonderful guys there.
It's the largest people out there are wanting to argue about this and that and Trump, and they don't realize this is a 54 million plus year thing that's happening right now. So it really, when I listen to you, which I just started to recently, it's the biggest game in town as far as I'm concerned. So there's some things that you said recently that really, and then I've heard from other people, and it has to do with the nanotechnology and the ability for them to control things within us, to make us feel a certain way. And I just recently, out of the blue, at the beginning of the pandemic, started to feel massive anxiety, massive things physically that don't make any sense. And I was just wondering, I'm actually getting ready to purchase, I was willing to purchase a session with you, a private session, because that's how serious I want to figure out what's going on.
Mhm.
And that stuff's for real, I'm getting, and it's new to me.
It is for real, but you can't take it on. It will only take you off your journey. This is where curiosity learning versus true learning, where you're in a sacred neutral perspective when you're taking on information that doesn't put charge and polarity into you. You have to be able to say that which I look back does not need to look back at me all the time. There are plenty of subject matters that as soon as you're exposed to the energy, it leaves a taint on you. Like when you start investigating the child abuse scandals and cases everywhere. I run into this all the time. Somebody calls me and they've been in the last 3 months looking at all this child abuse stuff, and that's what's in their frequency, and you got to get it out. And when it comes to the influencings, there's 10 million ways for them to influence you. Just the microorganisms in your gut control your compulsion patterns more than you know. The same microorganisms in your gut can determine if your immune system is going to be positive or negative. Did you know 80% of your entire immune system is stored in your intestinal tract? That all of the major components of chemicals that release dopamine and serotonin are in your stomach, in your
Yeah,
intestinal tract?
yeah, I'm learning that, and the whole
That's
nerve.
that's how easy we are manipulated, because we are programmable DNA and many other programs that can be added onto that. It's when the consciousness consciously enters the vagus nerve and spreads itself through all the neural pathways and microorganisms there, and begins to create a unionary expression of I am in charge of this being here right now, which is taking charge of the sovereign I am moment. And you can still learn about all these other subjects and not let the energy taken on to you.
Got it. And one, as you know, the foundation, the core, if not the core foundation of our group, is removing the polarity enemy construct, which I really feel I have done consciously, but I've done enough kinesiology work to, I say this and then they test me and they go, nope,
But you're in a perpetual state of observing war. You can't remain perpetual observation of it. Therefore, it'll perpetually be in your frequency. And no matter how much clearing you do, it's going to repeat and repeat and repeat.
Yeah, I just went swimming. I tried to walk on the water and I fell in. So
I fall in the water all the time.
So yeah, that's a fascinating. I mean, it just, a lot of things made sense to me when you introduced that to me, and I was just wondering. I mean, we can cover this in a private session. I don't know if it's going to serve. I'm all about serving the big purpose here and what you're about, but I want to know what's going on with me.
With you yourself?
Yeah, just physically, like
What has your diet been like?
I've kind of shifted more towards a modified Dr. Gundry plant paradox diet, but I am consuming protein, a lot of tubers, a lot of cruciferous stuff, fish, egg.
Are you counting your protein?
No.
You have to count your protein. 40 grams a day.
40.
Period. And you cannot live half of your protein off of shakes.
The only reason why I backed off protein recently is because I've been experiencing some blocks, and I feel like the protein's heavy and I need to eat light stuff right now because I feel massive blocks.
That's because you're clogged up in your intestinal tract and you haven't done any form of true intestinal cleansing that's going to get down to the black mucus layer, or the mucus layer that's going to release the final part of what's called black water. And then you could do a full probiotic restart.
Something like the super colon cleanse or colonic. What would you recommend?
Well, it would take you about 20 colonics to get down to that level, maybe 15 to get down to that level with a high fiber restricted diet. But Most people can't do it that fast. It's too much of a change, and you'll go into detoxia, which is you're detoxing too fast, and you'll actually get sick. So what I could recommend is you start with Dr. Hulda Clark's cleanses. Are you familiar with her?
Very much so. She's the whole
She's the one that created. Yeah, start with her para cleanse. It is the hardest of the hardest of the hardest of all the cleanses out there. That para cleanse will eliminate all the excess parasites in the blood, in the intestinal tract, and you're going to shit up freaking thunderstorms in your bowl. Okay?
I just got live blood cell analysis yesterday, and I saw the parasites in my
Then
blood.
you need to do the parasite cleanse. After the parasite cleanse, you're going to give yourself a week or so off, and then I would start a gallbladder flush, kidney flush, or liver flush, one of the three.
Okay, I'm familiar with those as well. So it's called the Para Cleanse.
Para Cleanse, correct. Now, she also on her website has the all-in-one everything, Para Cleanse, followed by this, followed by that. It's all about how much money you want to spend. Okay.
Well, I'm getting a lot of money coming in from the unemployment now, so I'm ready to throw some money at this.
The biggest bang for your healing dollar is shitting up a storm right now. But you have to remember, whenever you're going through deep detox and cleanse, you must balance it with spiritual prayers, spiritual hygiene. Because as you're letting go of all of this energy, there's a void space in you that wants to be filled. A light is going to turn on, and negative energy is going to be reattracted to you. People around you may suddenly go freaky when you're cleansing because your energy is different. So practicing meditation, cleansing of the place that you sleep in, the four corners of your bed, the four corners of your room, and the bathroom that you're going to be using to do all your detoxing in. You got to make sure that those two spaces are truly in a high form of spiritual hygiene, that you put at least an hour of prayer into them twice a week. And what is prayer to you?
I would guess I don't have any formal. I don't have an answer for that right now.
Well, then this is where you can go on the front of my webpage and the Insights tab, and there'll be 7 contract revocations, invocations for you. Have you seen those yet?
I've seen some of them, but I'm going to look those up specifically.
Those are a combination of hybrid prayer, invocation, revocation, claiming of contracts, claiming of your energy back, and spiritual hygiene multi-tool. Okay? There are those multi-tools or that you can buy. This is one of those that can begin you on the journey of spiritual hygiene. There'll come a moment where you've done the repetition and had all sorts of illumination from them. Well, you will have to make your own. And that's by design. I can't give everyone all the answers all the time because everyone's not a cookie cutter scenario. But those 7 cover how to do endurance, how to understand the nature of reality, all the different ways we're giving away our power, and how to claim it back.
Wow. Okay. So this is a piece of work. I'm ready for it. I'll do it.
So if you're going to be shitting a storm up after your 3rd, 4th, and 5th day on that cleanse, because that's a 1-month cleanse, that para cleanse.
Okay. And would that be the link to all the neurological stuff that I'm feeling, like the flushes and the breathing?
So most of that is from the parasites, and the majority of the food that you're eating, you're not even getting the nutrients out of.
Yeah.
Do you take a lot of pills every morning?
Not really.
More than 6?
Around 6.
Okay, so that's the magic number. So anyone that's new to me, you should never be taking more than 6 pills a day. If you are absolutely wasting your money. And it's the biggest lie the dietary supplement community wants to tell us you could take more. It's absolute garbage lie. The binder that's in each pill, your gut cannot break down. And the more pills that you take, the more binder you have, the more binder you have, the more solid your shit becomes. The more solid your shit comes, the more you add binder on every day, the less you are absorbing of anything. Okay?
Got it. Thank you, sir.
So what I will recommend is during this cleanse that you're going to be on, it's switch your diet to increase the volumes of fluids and soups. Can you handle spice?
I can. I'll probably my spice desire is greater than my ability to do it because I go into massive hiccup fits if I get too spicy. But
okay, well, the goal is you want to get heat in the intestinal tract.
Okay, good. Because we actually have a local butcher here who makes the real deal bone broth that is
Right.
thick and jello.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you could actually get the bones and make what are called bone marrow burgers. Are you familiar with that?
Not at all. Never heard of them.
So you can go online and find bone marrow burgers. They're incredibly tasty. There's a lot of people out there, oh, that's sick, blah, blah, blah. The amount of nutrients that's in it is mind-blowing, okay?
Right.
And you just order the bone marrow, or you can just get regular bone marrow and roast it in your broiler, okay? But you still need to maintain an amount of solids that's going to start absorbing the amount of toxins you're going to be ejecting from your blood, from your intestinal tract. So you're going to need some kind of, it's the kit's already got fiber, but some additional fibrous stuff in your diet. So you're increasing sort of decreasing the solids, but increasing the soup value with spice. But what solids that you put in the spice make them fibrous? Lots of corn, peanuts, nuts, etc.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to eat where you're doing this cleanse. If you up your spice level in the soupy broths, you'll have a tremendous, you're gonna shit out an octopus one day. That's for a joke here. You're gonna look in the bowl and go, what is that?
Well, how about probiotics? Like I make my own kimchi and sauerkraut.
Okay, that's great. But when you're done with this cleanse, you need to actually get the pills that are in the refrigerator at your dietary supplement stores. Okay.
You know what's funny is that your protocol straight up physical. I was expecting like, well, you got this entity wrapped around you, and no, it's just straight up physical, right? Like
straight up physical, right? The rest is what you believe in. Okay, that's why the spiritual hygiene is so important. Now, there will come a moment where you're like, hey, I'm beginning to shit something out that's not me. It's something I've taken on from others. Okay? I'm going to ask you a probative question. When you're doing your morning duty or morning constitution, do you get a lot of inspiration there?
Not even conscious of any of that.
I knew it.
Yeah.
You're going to be on this cleanse. And you're going to have some very intense psychic awareness moments of what's coming out of you. We have our third eye. Many people don't know this. Our third eye, the opposite of the third eye is your rectum, your anus, or your sphincter. It is the third eye of our intestinal tract. Have you heard of the terminology, the brain and the gut?
Yeah, the gut-brain connection, yeah.
Well, there's a third eye in that brain, which is your sphincter.
So I sphinct, therefore I am?
Well, it's the opposite. It's the expelling of old consciousness.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay?
Wow. This is bigger than I thought, man. I had no idea. All right. I still may follow up with a private like half hour or something with you to really nail this down since money is not an object right now. But you at least got me thinking in the right direction. And I wrote down some notes here of stuff that I'll check out. So
let me ask you another probative question. What do you do for a job?
I just retired. I was a flying trapeze artist for many years, and then we started using flying trapeze to teach as a personal growth tool. And then I was Chris Angel's personal rigger at Cirque du Soleil for 10 years. And so I've always been responsible for people's lives and making sure they're okay. So it's a very intense 30-year. And now I'm going with Pantera, and you know where we're going. So
right. So it's very important, because you're in a retirement scenario, that there are skill sets from that time as trapeze, as rigger, that you cannot let go. As an example, what you know about rigging, roping, and safety and protection, you should absolutely make into safety videos for others. Rope tying and knot videos for other people. Rope tying is its own magical process, and you know that.
Oh, yeah.
And you could easily make a meditation rope knotting project product that others can use. Easy.
Wow.
Okay? So as you're looking into the Pantera stuff, remind yourself, I still need to use those skills, because those skills can become powerful magical tools for those that are new on the journey.
Well, the biggest application, until you mentioned what you're mentioning, of the flying trapeze is an environment where people can learn how to play with fear while being completely safe in safety lines, and they learn how to
Exactly.
be operational and functional with fear present. It's not about getting rid of fear. It's about learning how to stay operational and productive when fear is present, which is a big step that people need to learn these days.
Mm-hmm. And that's something you can turn, and because you're already a high level teacher in it. I guarantee you right now there's 20 people in the audience that would take a trapeze course with you or whatever it is you would offer. Okay? There's even people saying, me, look at the chat room. Because your energy is there.
My highest peak experiences are with instructing and facilitating on
And now you just have to mix your spiritual, esoteric wisdom with it. And it's not about performing arts of what you did before. It's about applying that as magical art for people's individual journey of getting over fear, getting into a new zone of creativity. You can make unknotting a way to unknot people's emotions.
All right. Shoot. My daughter's calling me. It's an emergency. So
Okay. Thank you.
Sir. Really appreciate it.
All right, man. Take it easy. Have a great day. All right, Robert, let's spin up the wheel of callers and see who's next.
Okay, Patricia Alonso, you are unmuted with Andrew.
Patricia Alonso, are you there? Patricia, going once, going twice, going 3 times. No, Patricia. Hello, Patricia.
Hi,
How are you doing? Where are you calling from today?
London, UK.
London, UK. Welcome to the show. What do you want to talk about today?
Well, I would like to talk about my mission.
I got some echo in the background. We're gonna have to turn off the computer that's you're next to.
I would like to talk about my mission and my lineage.
Okay, say that again. You broke up.
Yeah, I would like to talk about what is my mission at this present moment, and also where I come from, where is my lineage, where is my ancestry.
Okay, so what year were you born, and where were you born?
I born in 1968, and I born in Spain, in Basque Country.
In the Basque Country. And it's fair to say that everyone in your family is Basque also?
Pardon, could you say again?
Is everybody in your family a Basque also?
No, a part of my family are Aztec from Mexico. My great-grandmother was a native Aztec, she never spoke Spanish. And when the Mexican Revolution, because she married a white person, they moved to Spain. That was when the Civil War started.
All right. So what do you do for a job right now?
At the moment, I'm training to be a craniosacral therapist and osteopathy.
How far into craniosacral have you gotten?
I'm in my first year.
Okay. Have you had a craniosacral treatment where you've gone deep into the unwinding of the energy and find yourself in an emotional state or having a somatic release?
Yes.
What did that do for you?
Open and activate so many things. And since I started the therapy and this new holistic process of learning, it's been happening so many things, so many, like open a door to a new world.
Okay.
And usually the sessions are very, very intense. And I have this feeling of I'm becoming underwater all the time.
Mm-hmm. So how long ago did you have your first cranial session?
That was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
All right. Sorry here. I'm getting a little bit of interference. We had to boot somebody that was being extremely racist and trying to put pornography figures up. So sorry, I'm a little shook there. But the journey of you becoming a healer is about your original point that you had a healing. And when you started your healing journey, there was something more for you to uncover. So as you began to learn craniosacral in your first year, are you working on clients now? Or working on people with them?
At the moment, due to the quarantine, is being quite conflicted with practicing cráneo at the moment. But I practice with my son and with my dog.
I would like for you to start practicing on some adults. There's some very potent and powerful experiences that are waiting just for you to initiate you into the higher journeys of healing. You're asking what your mission here is. You already know what your mission is. It's to become a healer at a whole new level. To expand beyond the limitations you ever thought the little girl that you was growing up could ever be. Go beyond whatever careers you've ever had before. You are meant to be a healer, but not just hands-on. With your words, with your hug, with your songs, all sorts of things. Craniosacral therapy is going to be the door that opens 100 other doors of healings for you. Okay?
Oh, thank you very much, Andrea.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now there's more. You have children?
Yes, I have.
How many children do you have?
I have one son. He's 21.
You have just one child?
Yes.
Okay. How old is he or she?
21. He is 21.
And is he in a good state right now?
No, he's not.
Yeah, I thought so. What's going on with him?
His father passed away 5 years ago and was a very traumatic experience.
Would he let anybody do work on him?
He's very resistant about it. I try my best to work on him. Most of them I work in the etheric.
Yeah, that's not working on him anymore. He's getting worse and worse and worse.
Yes, I know.
I'm at a point where I got to tell you, you got to have an intervention with him.
Yes.
You don't want to lose him, and you don't want him to end up in a mental institution, do you?
No, I don't. I will.
Okay. Well, he's at a point where you can't let this go another 3 months. You really can't let it go another 3 weeks. Okay? Who does he trust?
His girlfriend.
Who?
His girlfriend.
How well do you know her?
Very well. They've been together for 5 years. I know her very well.
Okay. Well, then you're going to need to have a private conversation separate of her and saying that we need to get him some help. And
Yes.
Will she agree with you?
Yes.
And what kind of help do you think he needs?
He
That
needs
you're afraid of saying.
Yeah, he needs emotional support.
Okay.
He was very attached. Yeah, he needs emotional support.
Right, but he needs more than just plain old emotional support. He's got to be able to talk to someone, and he doesn't want to talk.
That's it.
So the first thing I'm going to recommend for you is you find somebody that's a hypnotherapist and biofeedback specialist.
Yes.
Now, I know in Spain that they have biofeedback, but you may not be hypnotherapist. So you may have to go to a dual route of a hypnotherapist first.
Okay.
Now, is he going to want to speak to them? I'm going to tell you right now in the beginning, no.
I know that.
And the answer is no, 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 no. Whatever you do, do not let him do an ayahuasca journey or DMT. That's this disaster waiting to happen for him.
I know that. I know that very well.
Okay. So you got to be able to talk to him. You don't want to go down the medical route where they're just going to drug you up and you're never going to be you.
No. That is what happened to his father. Absolutely no.
And he's hiding similar things that his father is hiding.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
He's got to get into those emotional blockages. Now, the next thing is cranial sacral therapy can help unwind that, but it needs to be a man that's doing the sessions for him, not his mother.
I know.
Okay? But that's cranial sacral is going to go so far. Now, is he having weight problems?
Pardon, say again?
Weight problem. Is he putting on weight and it coming off really fast?
No, he's quite skinny.
And he stayed skinny for a long time.
Yeah, he's been for the last 5 years.
Okay, so he's reaching the state where his body's feeding on himself.
Yes.
Okay, because he's really has a horrible diet. Well, at some point he's going to have to change that.
Mm-hmm.
And there are certain diets that can help people out of depression. Now, you're going to have to talk to a specialist in nutrition that can help you devise a diet for him that's going to keep the right amounts of amino acids, chemicals, and stuff so he's able to produce the right chemical structures to stop the depression from winning. While at the same time, seeing a hypnotherapist who will act as the therapist to get at the core issues and go through some hardcore releasing of the traumas that he's not talking about.
Yes.
Okay? But during this journey, you cannot get lost in his. You have to walk on and continue yours. Because there is another mother with another son you're meant to be healing. And you're going through this now, so when that mother comes a year from now, you can help her. Okay?
Yes, Andre.
We're getting a lot of echo from you right now. You're near some other kind of microphones.
Patricia, if you have another computer on or a phone, please turn it off.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So is there anything else that you want to ask me?
Many things, but now I'm completely, I'll take it out.
Okay. When you go back and listen to what we've said, you're a healer. That's your mission. Don't forget that. Embrace it even deeper. Okay? As learning cranial sacral therapy, you're never going to, it's going to open doors to other ones too. Go learn myofascial release, the Bowen method. Learn as many skills as you can.
All right. Thank you very much, Andrea. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for calling in. All right,
Thank
Robert, let's spin up the wheel of callers and see who calls in next. And Robert, why don't we put up the memes for just a little bit here and help clear out some of that old frequency?
Copy that. Tina Jade, you're up next with Andrew.
Tina, how are you doing today?
Hey, Andrew.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Well, you want to shake some stuff up? Well, here you go.
Oh, yes. You got your cussing ceremony ready?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Well,
use that to clear out the troll we had to kick out.
Yeah. So it's actually going to be my significant other. He's right here, and his name is Jay.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Here you go.
All right, great. Here we go. You know, how you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing great, Jay. How you doing today?
Actually fantastic. This was kind of brought to my attention that I could possibly read this today about 3 hours ago, and so I worked through the butterflies. I think I'm good to go.
So are you a master swearer?
I have used it in its appropriate spiritual place for certain.
Me too. That's why I'm asking you if normally you're a master swearer.
I'm a pretty creative swear.
All right, then. Lay it on us.
All right.
Go ahead and serve us.
All right. This is my fucking summer solstice invocation and revocation by Jeremy John Day. The deepest motherfucking breath out. The strongest father sucking death. I am the goddamn courage that makes the impotent spirits of deception shit their dirty underwear. I stand erect like Thor's cock with the fortitude of Moby's dick. Infinity's fucking rage. I will devour you pricks. On this stage I have set, you bastards are next. All place your bets, now all my demons are vexed. I am sovereign. You are a cocksucker. I am God's backhand of fortified love across your cottage cheese lazy ass. Summer solstice is here. I've had enough at last. At last I have the courage and strength, the cuss words, wisdom, and knowledge it takes. You take and you take, trying to break, but you never will break. Make no mistake, your contract is up, torn up with love, you fucking snatch mongrel. Now listen up, you little cunt hair. El Jefe is here. It's time to play fair. Where bell or knuckle, well, my gloves are off too. Cock-sucking motherfucking two-ball bitch douche canoe. I am the champ of my reality. I am the center of my own ring. I am the rightful owner of the bloody majestic belt that I appreciatively wear for the deep, dark trials I have victoriously arose from. Look into my eyes, bitch wagon, and understand, you spineless shit dispenser. You are banned from this arena and all arenas on all timelines within me and my brilliant DNA lineage. I hereby revoke all titles claimed by your dick-lipped faction on all timelines, where I hereby rightfully re-inherit what belongs to me and my DNA lineage, past, present, and future. Don't walk away yet. I've got more to invoke. I've got more that is yours. Take it and choke, buffalo breath. Yeah, you smell like ass maggot. Diarrhea mouth. Yeah, you can have it. It's yours, pussy. Take it and grab it. Tuck tail and fuck off and make it a habit. Now with this solstice begun, I look to the moon, the stars, and the sun. I'll stand firm and know I have won, and add to the bitchin' dream web the historian has spun. Now, P.S. Look here, lizard labia lips. I'm sending you a slimy shit slurpee and a pre-owned Vera Wang bag full of hippo farts for you and your nappy dugout buddies and sheep fucking followers and bong water bastards you fornicate with. I'd offer you fucktards a shit sandwich, but I already know you don't like bread. So instead, sissy britches, go ahead and guzzle down 100-year-old cesspool of rotting tampons, you fucking quantum crop crawlers. And oh, by the way, your mom's the college whore. Chupa mi vega punta. Hasta la vista, pendejo, and amen, motherfuckers. I release you from the entanglement of my full beingness with the deepest motherfucking breath out.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Triple gold medal.
Yeah.
Aho.
Aho, bitches is right. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Thank you, sir.
How long did that take you to write?
Honestly, not very long. I heard the first one, the first guy that's you've mentioned,
Gabe.
and I thought, what? Wait, what are we doing? I didn't hear the homework assignment, and I thought, oh no, I'm doing this, and I got it done within a couple hours.
You had some really incredible one-liners that are truly, truly incredible, as well as spiritual too. You put those negative frequencies in their fucking place. When you were writing it, did you feel the fullness of your genius behind your writing?
Oh, absolutely. Because I've had moments where I've had to do that and put the spirit at place. And the sad thing is I wish I could do that more often. It usually takes a critical moment for me to step up and be the lion.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like this was one of those moments that really served me and became the lion in that.
Well, you're inspiring a lot of people here. Robert is going to message you privately. You want to get a copy of that because that's going to go on the main page as we begin to collect all the best of the best ones. But tell me more about the joy you got from writing this.
Oh, it brings me back to that moment where sometimes you're like, dude, what am I passionate about right now? And that familiar frequency that it draws more in, it draws more in of who you are. And it really gave me momentum. And I have to give credit to you because I know you had a one-on-one with Itina, but because she is my true twin, it reflected into me and it began to give me power. I mean, I got a chance that week after you guys had your session that it empowered me so much. I got to punch somebody with boxing gloves and like get that shit out. And then this came along. And so I felt already really empowered by what you had just given to her that passed on to me.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a healing going round and round and round and round.
Right. Yeah.
Love
because for the last 2 years, man, I feel like Van Mortigan on Willow, dude. I've been out of the game, dude. I've been like, fuck it. I'm done fighting. Stop it. So I had lost that warrior edge. So that felt real good and very reminiscent of
but this
old
is
ways.
the poet warrior.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Right. That's
You're
what
using
I
the
call
pen.
myself.
You're using the pen and not the sword here. But
Right.
the pen is just as cutting as the sword.
Oh, absolutely. Even more so. Well, thank you, dude. I have appreciated you for the last 5 years of my life. So,
well, I appreciate you for coming on and giving people that motivation to make their own fucking revocation. Top that, bitches.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Tina, are you there?
I am.
Do you have anything you want to say?
Not right now.
All right. Thank you so much for calling and
Definitely love
sharing
you.
that. Love you too, guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
All right, Robert, let's spin up the wheel of collars and see who can follow a swearing revocation like that.
That was fucking awesome. All right. Let's see. Karen Boda, new person in the town.
Karen Boda, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Great. Where are you calling from today?
Northern Michigan.
Northern Michigan. What did you think of that swearing revocation?
Very interesting. I have one, but it don't have all the cuss words. I like the cuss words.
Do you want to share it?
Oh, I don't have it on me. No, it's somewhere in a file. I don't know.
Okay. So what do you want to talk about today?
Well, I was wondering, I haven't dreamt in like 40 years at least, and I wonder why and how can is there something I can do to dream?
Well, let me tune into you a little bit.
Okay.
How old are you now?
Well, 50 plus.
So you haven't dreamed since you were a teenager.
Yeah, or maybe even younger.
Okay, what kind of job did you do?
I've done several jobs. I'm not working right now. I'm not too skilled, so I just hop around doing various jobs here and there.
You never really had a career?
No, I spent actually most of those years raising my kids.
How many children?
I've got like 6.
Okay.
But one died, so.
So when did the last one pass? When did that child pass away?
About 3-4 years ago now.
And what did he pass away from?
I am not sure. He was with his father in New Mexico, and I didn't get a full story on that. I don't know.
Was there an investigation?
I think they know, but they just didn't want to tell me.
Okay.
I didn't want to push it because I am his mother, and I gave him to his dad to raise, and I don't know.
Okay. Well, most of the times when you're not dreaming, there's traumas in the lifetime and in the dreaming world that you're not acknowledging. Have you ever gone and experienced past life regression?
Not one that I can feel that it was trustworthy. I don't know. No, I haven't.
Have you ever done a past life regression?
I've had a couple done, but I don't know about them. Maybe,
Okay, were they hypnotherapists, past life regressions, or people just calling themselves past life regression people?
People calling themselves psychic, telling me I've been a Viking or whatever.
That's all garbage. All right, so
Yeah.
you need someone that regularly does past life regressions, that is like the Dolores Cannon method trained, and has a hypnotherapy background. Now, most people think they can't be hypnotized. Everyone can be hypnotized. It's just a matter of you're going to be in an allowing state. And the key to hypnotherapy as a past life regression is you don't do one session. You do 3 in a span of a month or 6 weeks. And you don't let the 3 go longer than 6 weeks. So you do your first one, it's going to uncover the things you don't want to see. You're going to do the second one, it's going to uncover the real traumas. You're going to do the third one, which is going to do the final healing of why you're not dreaming. Okay. That's the first thing. Then diet is also very important of why we don't dream. What does your diet consist of?
Oh, it's not very good. I can't eat much, it seems. I'll, like in the morning, I'll have a part of a cinnamon bagel and yogurt.
Okay.
You know, and then lunch I'll maybe have a sandwich and little chips. And yeah, and then the dinner, I don't eat very much at dinner. My stomach gets upset a lot.
Okay, well, if you're having an upset stomach, so your intestinal tract and stomach are your dream world in physical representation. So like the first caller I had, it's very important that you do a Dr. Hulda Clark's parasite cleanse. You will get your dream world back. Right now, you're in the microorganisms in your intestinal tract, the mucus layer, and the amount of feces that you're holding is in compaction level is what's stopping you from having extended forms of remembrance and dreams. Okay. Do you meditate? Do you meditate at all?
Yes, and I use sound healing too for like toxin detox and
okay.
You know,
that will become 100 times more effective after you've done the parasite cleanse.
Okay.
So the other thing is, have you ever done colonics?
Never heard of it.
That's colon hydrotherapy, where they put a tube up your rectum and then they fill you up with a warm saline water that breaks down the feces in your intestinal tract, lower and upper, and then you begin to purge large volumes. So 1 colonic is equivalent to 30 morning poops.
Wow.
Okay? And right now you're backed up about 6 months. That's how much extra feces you're holding inside you. Probably about 15 pounds of feces. And that's what's stopping you from dreaming. And this has been going on for a long time. I bet you have had dreams, but you just don't remember them. And it is the compaction in the intestinal tract that stops us from remembering dreams.
Wow.
Okay? So for you, you're like the other caller, you got to get down to the black water. This is going to mean you're going to have to do a significant dietary change. Now, do you have weight issues as it is right now?
Yeah, I do look pregnant, and I'm not.
That's because anybody that's got what's called the distended stomach, or women who feel like they're pregnant, that's shit in your intestinal tract that isn't going away. It's stuck in the bends and folds. Yes.
Nice. Okay.
That stomach will go down 2.5 to 3 inches or 2 to 3 dress sizes just by getting that crap out of you, literally.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Now, diet change, something that's going to promote dreaming space. Now, have you ever done any fasting or cleansing of any other types?
No, not deliberately. No.
Okay. So you're going to be in a challenge. While you're on this parasite cleanse from Dr. Hulda Clark, you're going to have to maintain a pretty strict paleo diet. Do you know what the paleo diet is?
No, not right off. I've heard of it, of course.
You can go and watch a dozen videos on YouTube and go get a dozen books on it. You're going to need a strict paleo diet because right now you do not have the right enzymes to dream.
Oh.
Okay? You're entering the dreaming space, but you don't have all the digestatory enzymes and the things that need to put you into deep sleep paralysis. Do you snore?
Not that I know of it, and I don't know. Don't think so.
I'm willing to bet that you have a limited snoring process, which is also keeping you out of delta state. Anyone that's got the distended stomach is going to have something reflected in their throat process when they're trying to sleep, because the distended stomach affects the way you sleep on your side or your back, which then puts pressure on all the other muscles, which can constrict the throat. Okay?
Okay.
So what I could advise for you is to go and get a posture correcting device. These are like two straps that fit over your shoulders and under your clavicle and have a little bar on the back that forces your back to go straight so that you can sleep with that posture correcting device on. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And then go and get the snore strips, those strips that go on your nose, and start using them every night. If you wake up in the middle of the night or begin to discover that your nose is clogged, you're having the beginning of an advanced sleep apnea process. And that's the other thing that's going to keep you from dreaming. Okay?
Okay.
So the next part is there's a spiritual side to not dreaming too. What happened to you when you were 14 that traumatized you in your dream world? Do you even remember the nightmares?
14, I remember seeing The Exorcist for my birthday. My mother sent me to the theater. It's like, oh my God. I remember that, and I don't remember too many dreams. I don't remember my dreams. All I ever remember is this huge crystal castle, or it's like made of glass and it's purple and pink, and that's the only thing I can ever remember, and that's it.
But you don't remember the nightmares.
No.
This is why you need regression therapy. You've suppressed them. Suppress them long enough that it's even affecting your dreaming state where you won't dream anymore. Okay? You gotta put your trust into the past life regression hypnotherapist.
Oh, I'm sure I've got no problem with that if I can find one, but wow, I didn't know I had nightmares.
Yes, you've suppressed them. And it's why you put on the weight. It's why you're retaining the stuff in your intestinal tract so you don't dream anymore.
Can you tell me what those dreams pertain to?
The nightmares?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean nightmares.
You being attacked, hunted, drained of energy, all the nasty things that you could possibly think of, to the point where your mind and your dreaming frequency couldn't turn it on anymore, and you had to shut it out completely and turn off all of your psychic skills.
Well, what was attacking me? What was going on?
Ghosts, demons, nasty, nasty things from where you were growing up.
Wow. Okay. Well, I know there's a lot of bad energy around here because of what happened. You know, where I grew up at. You know, I'm Native American, and our family was victim to greedy people who stole our land and killed our great-grandfather.
And that's ancestral energies also. So it's physical haunting and ancestral hauntings.
So I'm thinking that there's a lot of angry ghosts around here, I guess. I don't know. All I know is I heard that they attack people who have ability, you know, or...
And you were young. When you were young, you had an ability and you were attacked until you shut it off so you wouldn't be attacked anymore.
That's what I thought.
And that's why you never had a career, because you were supposed to be trained as a shaman at a young age.
So isn't that nice? Oh my God. You know, I totally understand what's going on with the deep state cabal Illuminati thing and what they do with the mind control and all the other crap. So I'm sure it seems like I was a victim because I'm also of Irish and Native American blood. Aren't they supposed to be more prone to...
No, it's not prone as much as it is those people have more skill sets innate in their DNA, which makes them larger scale available to be fed upon.
Well, I did sign up for one of your classes and another. I would still like to heal, using power and authority. The contract revocation's on the front of my webpage, and like I talked with the first caller, the four corners of your bed, the four corners of room, and the bathroom that you use. Combined with this Dr. Hulda Clark's parasite cleanse, you're going to give yourself a whole new lease on life. Okay.
Which then you can begin to unpack the psychic skills that have been stored away that you haven't used in a long time.
Right. Although I do hear once in a while, I feel and hear like my father and then my kid's dad who passed away a few years ago. I've heard him, so I do feel and hear some stuff. I just feel like I've been shut off.
I've been shut off. That's what I just said.
I know.
14, you were shut off.
Exactly. I'm 14, huh? And that's another thing. People have told me I act childish. And I told him, I told him something happened to me when I was a kid.
Now you know. Now you know. And this parasite cleanse is a month-long cleanse. And it will, and I'm not going to kid you, it is going to be a hard cleanse for you.
Oh boy.
Okay, half the people can't finish it because they literally start shitting out something that looks like a freaking octopus after a while. But know that is literally you shitting out the demon.
Hey, I'm down for that. I don't
Okay?
mind.
Flush him and said, bye-bye, bitch.
That's right, motherfucker.
Okay?
You got him.
Gone. Flush.
Yeah.
Next.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Real good. All right. And one more thing. Is there anything I need to know? Any other thing around me that, hey, she should know this, but she didn't ask. So, oh, well. Or something like that?
There's a lot.
Uh-oh.
But you need to do your cleanse first so you can begin to be awakened in your skill. As I said just a couple minutes ago, you were meant to be a shaman. That means you got to learn to be a shaman at the age that you're at now.
No problem.
But you can't keep looking at the darkness of the cabal and all the other bullshit artists trying to run the narrative. You've got to connect into the nature's narrative, the trees, the grass, the wind, the water, the rivers.
Okay.
Okay, you can still have some information from those sources, but you got to cut 60% of it out, and that new 60% is nature. Nature teaching you how to be the right shaman.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
And for all the other percent, I think I might go ahead and book a reading so I can get more stuff.
Yeah, definitely. This is for anyone. You can contact my personal assistant, Michelle, at mpa@galactichistorian.com.
I already did. I'm looking at the email. We're thinking about it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're so welcome. You have a great time today. And I'm telling you, that cleanse is going to give you a whole new lease on life.
Good. I'm looking forward to it because I tell you, man, my diet or lack thereof, I feel like I'm one of those people that have moved beyond food now. You know that.
That's a lie. That's a lie you're telling yourself.
What? I mean,
you haven't moved beyond food. Food is your limitation right now.
Well.
Mm-hmm. And when you start to do this parasite cleanse and you're doing the strict paleo diet while you're on it, you're going to understand why food has been your limitation.
Okay.
It's also what keeps you at low power, at microvolts and not at macrovolts.
Yeah, I don't sleep much either.
Mm-hmm. But you're going to get sleep back once you've done this parasite cleanse. And it might open you up to areas that you're not ready for yet. Thus why spiritual hygiene is so important. Rediscover the joy of prayer and the contribution and service of prayer.
No problem.
Prayer need no religion or esoteric practice, just needs you to be present.
That's right. So the Paracleanse, is that like on your website too? Do you recommend anyone?
No, you could go to Dr. Hulda Clark, Hulda Clark, or Clark Store. Just Google that. And she passed away a number of years ago, but she's the person that actually created the whole industry of intestinal cleansing. She's the chief of the chief.
Okay.
Okay.
All right then. Well,
all right. Thanks, Stu. Thank you for calling in. All right.
Good night.
Good night to you too. All right, Robert. Let's see who the next caller is.
Okay, next caller will be Michael.
Michael, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
Hi. Good. Where are you calling from?
New York City.
New York City. Welcome to the show. What do you want to talk about today? What do you think of that swearing revocation?
I loved it. I mean, I absolutely loved it. It's amazing.
Has it motivated you to do one for yourself?
I might. I'm thinking. I thought while I was hearing it, I thought about it. So.
Okay. How long you been listening to me for?
Only a few days, actually. I saw your video with Laura Eisenhower, and then I started searching some more, and I just really enjoy the content, and I've been learning a lot, and I wanted to come on here today.
Here you are.
And here I am.
Here you are. You got to the wheel of callers. So what do you want to talk about?
Well, actually, I was very interested in the Akashic reading and past lives, and also just what I need to be thinking about right now.
Okay.
And sort of my mission.
All right, so tell me a little about yourself so I can tune into you.
Well, I'm a classical pianist, and I'm 21. I mean, sorry, I'm 23. What do you want me to tell you about myself?
Anything you think is relevant.
Yeah, I guess that's what would be relevant.
Are you in a relationship?
No.
No? When's the last time you've been in a relationship?
I've never been in a relationship.
Never once. Why? What are you afraid of?
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's fear. It's just the opportunity, I guess, never really presented itself.
Well, I believe you're bullshitting right now. And
Really?
You're believing your own bullshit. You're 23 and you've never been in a relationship. And the opportunities never rise. Bullshit. You just don't see the opportunities and you don't allow yourself because you don't have confidence and faith in yourself to be in a relationship. Okay. Are you still a virgin?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I guess I've never really found somebody that I've never found somebody that I really connect with, like as an individual. Like I've always been very I don't know. There was never anybody that I don't know. I've always felt very isolated, in myself.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I feel like sometimes I'm in my own world a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never really, I don't know. And I'm not a very, like I don't go out and I don't actively, I guess, pursue like anything.
I know you don't. I zoomed into this right away because you asked me what is it that you know that you don't need to, you know what you want to know that you don't need to know right now. That you don't know you need to know right now. And right now we're on a very unique subject matter for you that's going to change the quality of life for you. Are you on your phone or are you on a computer right now?
I'm on my iPad.
All right, I'm going to put a document in the chat room and everyone can use this. Just 1 second. And I'm going to have to do a healing on you. Just 1 second. Okay. So anyone that's in the chat room, you're going to see a document titled Secondless Treatment to the Future. This document was created by Martina Grubmuller, one of my fabulous mentorship students a number of years ago. And I have used this particular document in thousands and thousands of healings. And I want to give you the opportunity to go through this healing. Are you familiar with my contract revocations, invocations?
Yes.
Have you read any of them yet?
I read 2 of them.
Okay. Which ones did you read?
I read the shaman one and the government one.
Okay. Did you get teary during any of them?
No.
Okay. So do you see the document there? Have you been able to download it?
I don't see a document in the chat.
Yeah, I have to check it. You might have to scroll up in a minute.
Andrew, I think documents don't download to devices, only on computers. So I'll put a Google link in there.
Okay, can you put a Google link and then everyone can get to it? It's the same one we had from before.
Copy that.
Hold on, let me double check. Just 1 second. Hey, Robert, I'm going to send you the Google document link.
Okie doke.
Just 1 second. There you go. All right. So Robert's going to post that in there. So Robert, okay, can you see the link there now?
I see it now.
So what you're going to do is you're going to read this out as if it were contract revelation out loud. But I'm going to do a healing on you during this. Part of your journey is you don't trust. You don't have the understanding of what sexuality is. And the goal to this, of you reading it out loud, is to allow a sense of trust into these words. You may find yourself tripping over words. That is your shadow stopping you from acknowledging what is there. You may find yourself getting emotional. Those are soul shards that are coming back in, or bad pieces that need to leave. Now, what I'm going to be doing is working on your crown and your root to get some of the blockages out that you've created for yourself, that you're not worthy of a mate. Okay? Now, I may have you pause a little bit between different parts of the document and ask you what you're feeling.
Okay.
And the key here is to not read fast and allow yourself to actually feel the words. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So it's about 2.5 pages. It's not very long. It's taking only about 6-7 minutes to read. But I want you to find that powerful voice inside you. It's the same person who's doing classical piano who's in the flow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Allow yourself to accentuate words. And if at any moment you get emotional, to just let the emotions go and cry.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to be creating a deep purple energy in your roots and a very strong gold energy in your crown, with the goal of getting the purple energy and the gold energy to meet in your sacrum. Okay?
Okay.
And once that energy meets in the sacrum, there's going to be this burst of energy all throughout your spirit. Okay? Then I'm also going to be doing a little bit of psychic surgery on some of the negative perceptions you've taken on sexuality in general. Okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead and read. Just remember to not read fast. Okay, go ahead.
It says, it says sexualness treatment?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Sexualness treatment to the future to connect to higher consciousness, dragon energy. I, in this ever-present moment of now, choose to engage my hindsight and foresight for the express purpose of sending a treatment to myself to heal, and to awaken my authentic expression of sacred sexualness as my birthright and legacy, as part of my great dream time awakening and raising myself to levels of higher consciousness beyond my mind, my controls, my judgments.
Take a pause right there. You're reading in a monotoned expression. Where's the real you? It's okay. You got to find that authoritative voice in you. You're trying to match frequencies. That's why I'm having you read this. And when you match frequencies with me, the greatest of healings can be done with you.
Okay.
Bring in the emotions. Allow the words in. Process them. Turn on your inner genius. Okay, when you go back to read, just remember you've got to broadcast this so your body hears what you're saying. That's your part in this. Play it like the piano.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just... Okay, great. All right, I'll start from... Okay, I'll continue.
Yep.
All right. I'm ready to accept the responsibility that I can heal myself, my communion with my sexualness in past, present, and future. Any trauma, any situation, any frequency, I commit to be sexually present, sexually expansive, to heal, nurture, play, create with and through my physical body, my DNA instrument. I, as the signature frequency of the now, I choose to acknowledge that there are programs inside me that will try to take me and my body off that journey. I now project to myself in the future the turning off of the sympathetic and parasympathetic programs of self-defeat, self-deprivation, and all the other self-defeating habit patterns that take us away from having that greater experience. As I have been acutely aware of my ancestors, parents, and other people's sexual insanities, I now practice opening my chakras beyond their parameters of sexual insanity and not entangle with them emphatically without contracting, closing, and hiding but rather perceiving the sexual insanity and expanding and opening beyond it. What energy, space, and consciousness can I and my body be to receive sexually beyond all of the limitations of this global narrative that I have made my own, all of my controls, all of my insanities, and beyond this reality with total ease? And everything that does not allow me to perceive, know, be, and receive what that is, I now destroy and uncreate all of it and dissipate and release it from my body, my frequency. Universe, show me what would it take to have total sacred sexual peace, and what would it take to have my sacred sexual reality. Everywhere that I have been punished, crucified, cauterized, judged, tortured, condemned, sexually stimulated away from the joy of bodies, I now revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all of this from all those lifetimes, and dissipate and release everything that has ever been done to my body, to kill, to hurt, to harm, to judge, to shut down, to make sick the sexual kindness of bodies. Dissipate and release. All of the light versions of myself in this and other lifetimes, dimensions, time streams, and galaxies that are telling me that I am sexually insane, that I am sexually crazy, that are designed to keep me away from the joy of sexualness with bodies, as well as all the judgments of me that invite entities. I now all revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all your commitments, oaths, vows, fealties, communalties, swearings, buying and binding contracts to any and all of them throughout all lifetimes, dimensions, and realities. All of the sexual judgments and sexual difficulties that my body is aware of in other people's bodies and universes that I am not acknowledging as my body's awareness, I now begin to dissipate, release, and destroy, and uncreate this, please, all of this now. I'm asking for the joy of having a body that will deliver me the pleasures, the ecstasy, the intensity, the sacred recreation of everything the body has to offer, as well as the communion and union with my dragon teachers to reach those higher levels of consciousness. Everywhere, I have only scratched the surface of what my body has to offer. For whatever reason, I now destroy and uncreate it, please. All of the sexual consciousness that my body is capable of facilitating, I am now willing to allow it to do so. I listen to my body, communicate with my body, and not control my body out of awareness or control my body into reality that I've just decided is relevant or important. All of the sexual potencies, sexual powers, sexual abilities that I have disavowed so they couldn't be used against me and they couldn't be used against others, I now revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, and destroy and uncreate. I destroy and uncreate all distractor implants such as blame, shame, and guilt, and all charge and polarity with regards to pornography, sex, sexuality, sexualness, sensuality, and copulation. Everything that doesn't allow me to perceive, know, be, and receive my ability to transform all energies through open sexual possibilities, I destroy and uncreate. Everywhere I was sexually present in the past, sexually potent and sexually creative, and were judged dynamically for it, I now revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all of that now. All the sexual energies that I eliminate to feel more human, more like my parents, to fit in, to not stand out, to not make others uncomfortable, to not be too powerful, to not be uncomfortable, to never step into the true leadership that I have come here for. I now transmute, transform, transcend into joy, bliss, choice, creation, expansion, possibilities, and contribution. What energy, space, and consciousness can I and my body be to give and receive sexually with total ease, joy, and glory? What energy, space, and consciousness can I and my body be to choose sacred sexualness to transform my body, my life, my world? I now focus onto my spirit eye between the eyebrows and allow my left and my right brain to come into harmony and form synaptic connections and create a superhighway from the brain to the heart. Dropping the brain into the throat, switching off the medulla oblongata at the back of the neck, and allowing the brain to sink down into the heart, down into the tailbone, exploding the photonic light energy in the heart to radiate out 1,000,000 miles up and down the spine, right and left, back and front, connecting to the central sun, and all the way down into the earth, grounding the totality of my I am self into this physical body. I see my crown chakra, my third eye, all of my energy centers bringing in that potentiality of the past being in a sacred moment, knowing full well that the future me is going to be going through even more sacred moments. I'm allowing all multiple versions of myself in the past, present, and future to enforce my rules, borders, procedures on sacred neutral sexualness, fortifying my sacred sexual reality to remain aware and sovereign to what wants to get in and out of my frequency, internally and externally. The more then I begin to practice the skill of sending a treatment to my future selves, more of my versions of myself are aligning to this process. This will raise my frequency 1,000-fold. No longer but a handful of moments will raise. I have at any moment a conscious awareness to accept this sacred sexual energy into me. I now fully accept this energy as part of my past, present, and future self of simultaneously existing, who has this intention of using this sacred sexual energy to raise my consciousness, my vibration, my frequency, so my great work has a great impact on my and other lives in this collective consciousness. Take a deep breath, even deeper, and say, I now accept that energy into the very structure of the cranial sacral pulse, all of my chakras, my very bone marrow and blood. I am a past, present, future being, simultaneously existing. And so it is. Aho.
How did you feel when you were? How did you feel when you were reading that?
Nervous,
Mm-hmm.
but excited and nervous.
Mm-hmm. Did it awaken anything in you?
Not that I'm consciously aware of, but I definitely felt,
Mm-hmm.
I felt some energy.
Where did you feel it?
Near my heart, the middle of my body.
Mm-hmm. That's where I was trying to get those two energies to mix, so the confidence in you can be connected from the spirit that has brought you the career as a professional pianist, can connect to the rest of the body. When you're in your highest piano playing form, you are using your sexual energy.
I know that.
So you have a potent,
I'm
powerful,
aware of that.
You have a potent, powerful sexual being inside you. And you will become more and more complete as you begin to confront those inner created self-confidence demons about anything dealing with the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you're just afraid of having the first one because your heart's going to be broken. You'll never have a relationship if you have that attitude.
Hmm.
And that's an insanity factor like the document was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You got to begin to use a document like this each and every day. Why? because it has all the words in it that have to trigger you into opening yourself up to loving your body, mind, and spirit. Stop making things suddenly relevant in your reality that will take you away from that greater journey of connection to people.
Okay. I am, yes. Okay. I definitely.
Okay? I know you will. But a month from now, are you going to try?
I wouldn't even know where to go, where to look for that. I don't know.
Are you in an orchestra?
No.
So you're just a solo artist?
Yes.
Okay. Live all by yourself?
No. I live with my parents.
Okay. You have friends?
Currently. Yeah, I have 2 left.
Okay. Both men?
Say that again?
Are they both men? Do you have any friends that are girls?
I did.
What happened?
A lot happened. I mean, well, through my life, they've either moved away. Actually, I do have one that I would say is a friend, but we don't talk that much. The others I've fought with or had various falling outs with.
Okay. Do you want to be with girls or boys or both?
Boys.
And your parents don't know this, do they?
No.
That's your other side. Okay? You're at a space where this lie, you can't live no more.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that?
So I have to tell my parents?
No. You just don't have to live the lie anymore. You're a long ways away from telling your parents, but you have to accept you're gay. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, I've been trying to do that for the past few months.
Okay?
It's gotten better.
Okay? Well, talk to your male friends, okay? And talk to any other friends that are gay and say, hey, I'm a virgin. Be brutal honest. I'm attracted to men. Can you give me some advice?
Mm-hmm.
Majority of the gay community will open their hearts up to you to help you. Okay?
Mm.
But you're afraid of even doing that.
Yeah.
Because you would have to admit you're gay. Just on the journey of accepting it alone will get you out of the place that you're in right now, which is just creating high levels of doubt and hesitation in you, which is your toxic mess of self-creation, doubt and hesitation, which drains your confidence.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Yeah.
You can do it. I believe in you. You just don't believe in yourself right now. As I said, parents don't need to know jack shit. Long ways away from that part. It has to be in your heart. Every morning you wake up, accept that's who you are.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like now I do accept it personally. I just feel like, no. Yeah, I know.
If you had accepted it, you wouldn't be a virgin. Do you understand that part?
Yeah, well,
you won't put the metaphorical toe in the water.
I'm thinking about all the people that I've met that it could have been something like that, and I'm just thinking to myself, I mean, I just reading their energy, like I just didn't feel like that would have happened. I guess, I don't know. whether I
Because
had
that's
said
the hesitation and doubt in you defeating it before it even happens.
okay.
Relationships are one of the hardest things. No matter how psychic you are or how independent you are, they're hard. But that's why you came here, to learn about humans and human beings.
Yes.
The ups and downs, the greats, the joys, the loves, and the indifferences they create.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be willing to allow yourself to make mistakes and learn from them and not destroy yourself from one mistake.
Yeah, I guess that is what I'm afraid of, is that like one mistake and because I've had experiences where it's like one mistake and it just everything that I thought was reality.
But that was you blowing it up.
Right.
It wasn't reality. It was you making it a giant mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah.
Because you were disappointed in yourself and you trusted a hesitation and doubt moment. And that's what made it bad for you. You can't trust hesitation or doubt.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So there are other contracts on my webpage. I would advise you to start using them on your journey. And then to make one for yourself that you can wake up every morning and begin to use, that begins to accept you, the total sexual being that you are.
Mm-hmm.
And the more that you begin to accept it internally as part of your spiritual journey, the more you'll discover how easy it is to just talk to someone who you already know is accepting of the gay concepts and go on a date. That's all that it is. It's just a date. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? After a while, you'll be on thousands of dates, and they're just dates. Okay?
Okay.
It's not like you're getting married on the first date. But that's the hesitation and the doubt and the great energies you put into a subject matter that you don't have to.
Right.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, brother. Thanks a lot for calling in. Okay? And after you've gone on a date and you figured the sexuality stuff on, call us back. Give us an update.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Take it easy. Have a great day. Good luck.
You too. Bye-bye.
So somebody in the chat room was asking about Dr. Holderslite's Paracleanse. Yes, it's called Paracleanse. All right, Robert, let's spin up the wheel of caller and see who is next.
Okay, next caller will be Anjali.
Anjali, are you there? Anjali.
Yes, Andrew. Hello.
Hi. Where are you calling from today?
Hi, I'm so lucky to talk to you just the moment. I'm from India, Asia.
Welcome to the show. What do you want to talk about today?
Andrew, I have a language barrier problem. Can I take help from Purvi Rathi?
Sure. I know Purva well, so.
How can I invite her to enter in this show? She's already there.
Robert, can you bring in Purva Rathi?
Purvi Rathi.
Yeah. She's going to act
And
as a
I'm so lucky to talk to you.
It's okay.
I was thinking, and don't you feel that I felt your energy, that I got the call. Before that, I was connected to your energy.
In English, not yeah.
Purvi, you're there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so you're going to act as her translator, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, so what does she want to ask me?
Anjali, so
Mane ke matlab the physical pain and how can I get rid of all this physical pain?
What physical pain are you feeling?
I have a swollen feet and trigeminal neuralgia, and right side of my body is always have acne, like sometime in teeth, sometime in head, sometime in knee.
Does any of the acne in your armpits?
बगल में छे
ના બેકમાં હતો જે past life regression પછી મટી ગયો.
He had on her back. She doesn't have in the armpits, Andrew.
Okay. What is her diet like?
તમે શું ખાઓ છો પીઓ છો અંજલિ?
Indian diet.
Diet શું છે?
Regular healthy diet.
Is it a pure vegetarian diet?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever eaten meat?
No,
Never once.
no, never once.
If you were, would there be a lot of judgment against you?
તમે
No.
ખાશો તો જજમેન્ટ થશે, જજમેન્ટલ થશે બધા. તમે ખાઈ શકશો?
Oh, I can't eat it. I have a judgmental feeling. My own feeling is associated with meat eating.
Okay, because right now the majority of your acne is from improperly processing your food.
Okay.
What does your food consist of, and what level of Indian spice are you at?
કેટલું
we
તીખું
use-
ખાવાનું? કેટલું તીખું ખાઓ છો?
Yeah, I do use spices, and it's contain only oil, most of the oil and carbs, less protein and less vitamins.
Right, which is creating the situation of having acne on your body that way.
Yeah, and overweight
So-
issue also.
So you're going to have to do a full-on gut restart to get rid of that.
Okay.
Now, the swollen feet are probably because do you use a lot of different types of beans?
Yeah.
હા,
Yes, yes.
કઠોળ ખાઓ છો કે નહીં?
Ha. Yeah, I do eat it.
Beans are what's creating the swollen feet. Too much beans.
Oh.
They create joint swelling when you have too much of them. Okay?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to. Do you have an Ayurvedic doctor, you see?
આયુર્વેદ
Yeah,
ડોક્ટર?
yeah. Yeah. I do have in my contact.
And what have they told you about your acne? What has the Ayurvedic doctor told you about it?
Oh, they told that this is because of a gas. The food doesn't get digest properly. That causes gas
Exactly.
in.
That's exactly what I'm telling you also. You have to change your diet if you want to get rid of this acne for a short period of time. You will be able to go back to your diet, but you have to do a full gut restart. Similar
Okay.
to like the other callers, it'll be the parasite cleanse followed by a liver cleanse. Right now, your liver is clogged with too much spice. Okay. So you're going to have to cut your
Yeah.
heat levels down a significant portion while you're on this detox. And you're going to have to find protein alternatives that are not beans. Okay.
Yeah.
So the beans are what's causing the swelling and the joint pains that you're having, as well as the storing up of acids and all this other stuff that's creating the acne on your body. Now, how bad does the acne get? How much percentage of your body is it on?
કેટલું છે?
Could have been
અંજલિબેન? કેટલું છે
acne.
તમને?
70% acne.
70% of your body. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is my second recommendation. After you've done the parasite cleanse and the liver cleanse, which is going to take you about a month and a half to do, while you're on an adjusted diet that's going to give you a different variety of proteins that isn't beans, you're gonna have to do a full, what I call probiotic restart. So you're going to need to get probiotics that are in the refrigerator.
Okay.
And then you're going to have to do some additional kinds of dietary supplements like vitamin B12, vitamin D3, because right now you're eating all this food and 80% of the nutrients, you don't absorb any of it. And you're actually on the verge of being anemic, if not already fully anemic. So you're going to need to take an iron pill to get yourself out
when
of
I
this.
was pregnant, I was taking, now not taking.
You should start taking an iron pill right away. And because you're in this situation, you've burnt out your adrenal glands. You're going to have to start taking iodine therapy right away too.
Okay.
આયોડીન થેરપી.
Yeah. Vitamin D deficiency. Yeah.
Okay. And then vitamin D skin cream also.
Okay. Skin cream.
Skin cream. And then do you like to go into the sunlight? Or is your body
I love to
sensitive to
be-
the sun?
I love to be in sunlight. No, I'm
Okay.
okay with sunlight.
Well, I want you to start every day to get at least 20 minutes of sunlight while you're trying to meditate in the sun. I want you to close your eyes closed, and look directly at the sun for 20 minutes. And
Yeah.
get a meditation off of YouTube that's 20 minutes long. Anything that's going to put you in a meditative state with your closed eyes facing the sun. Okay?
Yeah.
This is going to
Yes.
open up your aura to bring sunlight deep into your core. Part of this journey of having acne over large amounts of your body is denying your own personal beauty. And you to re-nourish that. This is a past life issue. And I'm going to be brutal with you. You are going to have to alter your diet to include meat. You're going to. Or this is going to be an ongoing issue for you because you can only do so much to clear out the parasites, so on and so forth, before your body goes back into the food that you're eating. You're not absorbing it.
Okay.
And this is a lifelong issue with you. Lifelong, right?
Yeah.
Time to change your life then.
Yeah.
Okay? You got to work on the judgment of that. It's okay. Those animals are offering their service to you for health. And you've got to change your philosophical and prayer understanding of that. And not worry about others judging you. I know you want to be skin clear, body clear, and being able to go out and enjoy who you are. That's why you're doing this.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. પૂર્વીબેન એમને પૂછો ને મારું બીજું રીડિંગ એટલે એ શું મારા માટે રીડિંગ કરી
તમારા
શકો?
ગુસ્સાનું પૂછો.
હા એટલે પણ તમે પૂછી આપો ને.
Andrew, she has a lot of anger, rage actually that comes out, and so then she tries to suppress it, and it's like frustration and not being able to express it.
The bursts of anger are the body not having protein.
Oh.
It's literally a chemical imbalance.
Acha.
Okay.
A lifelong chemical imbalance. And
So Andrew,
and the Ayurvedic doctors have been telling you this, and you didn't hear them.
So Andrew, is this anger physically related, right?
Yes, it's a chemical imbalance in your intestinal tract, literally.
Okay.
Which is taking your dopamine levels and reducing them so you don't have happy energy, and you've got to use rage to create dopamine. That's classic depression, chemical depression.
Yes.
And it can all be changed through diet and protein.
And the energy level, I have a very low energy level.
It will return because you're supposed to be getting 40 grams of protein a day. I bet you, because you're on a classic Indian diet, you're really only about 12 grams of real protein a day. The rest of the protein you're eating, your body can't digest it. You just shit it out because you don't have the right microorganisms down there, as well as the need to consume it. The depression is keeping you from having enough protein to begin to build up higher energy levels and store it in your energy centers.
Andrew, can this be to some this thing be substituted by sprouts, protein sprouts?
The answer is yes, but she's going to have to become highly educated in protein and learn what's called the vegan calculator. If something is giving you 400 calories and 10 grams of protein, but costs 500 calories to burn, you're in the negative. And that's the situation she's in. A lot of the proteins that she eats cost more calories to burn than she gets from it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
That is the vicious cycle you're stuck in. Now, if you go and get some advanced dietary education, you will learn why the beans are creating rage in you and why the swelling is in your body. And then you're going to have to totally change your diet. But is it available for you? The answer is no. Majority of the alternate proteins are not going to be available to you. And you cannot live on protein powder, half your life from protein powder. You can't.
True.
Yeah. Okay? This puts you in the situation as the obvious protein alternatives until you can get the education and the supply you need regularly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're going to want to revisit your Ayurvedic doctor after you've done the parasite cleanse and the liver cleanse. Now, when you go to do the liver cleanse, you're going to get what are called these liver balls are going to come out. And they're like little tiny soft raisins, and you're going to expel thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And you got to keep on that liver cleanse until you're no longer, these little black pellets are coming out of you. Then your acne will go away. Gone. But if you return to the diet, the old diet, it will inevitably come back.
Yeah, yeah. And can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
I have a blocked career. I did lots of effort in my past, and I was hardworking, but I didn't found any right career where I worked very hard, and that made me very disappointed. At present, I have a very low confidence and low self-esteem, and very negative and no vision for my future. Can you please do reading?
Yeah. Did you study anything? Did you go to university at all?
Yeah, I have done my master and bachelor education course. I'm MA BEd.
Do you have a classic Indian family that berates the women around them and says they can't really have life?
Yes.
Then that's your problem. Yeah, that's your problem.
એમ કહે છે કે ક્લાસિક ઇન્ડિયન ફેમિલી છે તમારે કે જેમાં આ બધું અટકી જાય તો આન્સર મેં આપ્યો yes.
Yeah, yes.
That's your problem then. You got to stop. You got to stop letting them affect you.
નથી.
You got to stop them from letting them affect you. Do you go to pray at any of the Hindu temples?
Yes.
Hindu temples જાઓ છો મંદિરે એમ પૂછે છે.
Which
Yes,
one?
yes.
Which ones do you go to?
Shiva, Lord Shiva.
Is there a particular temple that you really like?
Yes, I do. I attracted Shiva temple frequently and goddess temple also.
તમે કયા ટેમ્પલમાં કાયમ જાઓ છો એવું પૂછે છે.
Ambaji temple, goddess temple.
Okay.
Ambaji.
Okay. Are there any other temples that you have gone to in the past but haven't gone to in a long time?
Yes, I worship Havan. Yeah.
ના અંજલિ એમ પૂછે છે કે તમે કોઈ એક મંદિરે તમારે જવું તું તમે હજુ સુધી ગયા નથી.
હા, વૈષ્ણો દેવી મંદિર. હા.
Okay. What I want you to do, I know you're on lockdown now, but they might allow you on some religious pilgrimages. For the rest of this summer, I want you to visit as many temples as you can, bring offerings to as many as you can to end your interaction with the male cultural imprint so the divine feminine can be reborn into you.
Okay.
And I want you to see this as your job.
તમે આ લોકડાઉન ભલે હોય તો બી તમે બધા મંદિરો જેટલા થાય એટલા કરો અને ઓલું ડિવાઇન ફેમિનિન ને જગાવો.
Okay.
And this is your job.
Okay.
You're asking about career. This is your job. So when you're done with this pilgrimage, you can become an educator for children. And the men can go fuck themselves. And you don't need to listen to them anymore. Okay?
She's the patient Andrew I've been talking about.
Okay.
Anjali Ben bolo.
I choose to become financially independent, and I wish to help a woman like me who had no support in life.
And you can do that.
I make my cut?
That's why you're going to go to as many temples you can and make offerings about that exact purpose. I'm here to help women evolve beyond this culture. And I'm here to use my faith and my confidence in my faith to use my education to educate women out of this ignorance.
એવું બોલવાનું તમારે.
હા, હું સમજી. અને મારા પર્સનલ રિલેશનશિપ વિશે પૂર્વીબેન કેવી રીતે પૂછું કેમ તો મારી સાયકિક એબિલિટી બધાથી મને દૂર જ રાખે છે. I found very
He
શું
feels,
કહેવાય
Andrew,
કે
that because of the psychic abilities that she has, she is like the black sheep and not accepted. What should
So
she
what?
do
So
about
what?
that?
So what? Who cares what they think? Who cares if they accept you? I'm the black sheep. It's okay. Everyone in this chat room's a black sheep. Welcome to the clan. Okay? It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's okay to be the
Ah.
black sheep. Don't worry. Your family's not going to eat you. They're vegetarian.
પૂર્વીબેન મારે એમને પૂછ્યું એક મારું રીડિંગ કરી આપો એ કરી આપશે
She's asking for a personal reading if you can do it, Andrew.
I think right now the most important thing for her to do is to get clear skin.
Okay.
And my personal reading for her is to do this pilgrimage.
Okay.
So she can transform herself. Now, on the front of my webpage are the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Revocation. Translate that into your traditional language so it makes sense to her in that language. And have her add a page or two to it every month. And when she goes to the temples, to bring that as an offering of reading to it.
Okay.
Okay?
In temple. Okay.
Yeah, as well as on your own.
Add karo.
હા હા હા
Vital for you to be doing these on your own.
એ important છે કે તમે તમારું કરો.
અચ્છા ઓકે
What
and
part of-
why
what-
I'm experiencing different experiencing during meditation in front of the sun.
Because you're going to
I'm-
bring a purer light inside you, because the patriarchal energy has diminished your light. Your divine feminine light is very dull because men have imprinted into you to be a dull light. And by doing this form of meditation, your divine feminine bright energy will come back.
Okay.
It's like somebody spray painted your white light gray and you don't have your white light anymore. And that's all that male impression and cultural garbage that's been imprinted on you that you're not worthy. You are worthy.
Andrew, we were thinking of working together. Is that does that
Yes, good to work with her. She's going to need someone to help hold herself accountable.
અંજલિબેન આપણે બે કામ કરી શકીએ.
હા મેં સાંભળ્યું અને એક પૂછ્યું છે કે મારો ડ્રીમિંગ સેશનમાં why I'm attracted my mom's energy again and again. It was shocking. Whenever I'm waking in the morning, I'm always in anger, always in shocked.
That'll go away once you change your diet and you do that
Okay.
parasite cleanse. That's a chemical
Okay.
imbalance in you.
Yeah.
People are going to be shocked at the change in you. If you can follow what I've said to the T, down to the strict instructions of changing your diet and getting educated on what foods create what emotions in you.
Yeah.
Andrew, should I go on a broth diet too? Should I add broth to my, meaning non-veg broth to my diet?
In your situation, you can. You don't have to. If you're beginning to have skin issues or other things manifest on you, and you're not getting the right amount of protein, you like do the protein calculator.
And
Educate yourself how to do it. Then, yeah.
I have inflammation.
How much inflammation in your back?
In my whole body.
Okay, so you're still in the States?
Yes, I am. Yes.
So you need to go and get deep tissue massage, and you got to get that stuff moving.
Oh, okay.
It's because you're not having enough exercise and it's storing inside of you, plus the diet.
The deep tissue massage is very painful.
Yeah, I know. And if it's that painful, it's telling you got to keep doing it more and more and more and more.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, there are things out there that are called whole body vibration plates. Have you ever heard of those?
I heard you talk about them in the last.
So they're about $300 for a decent one, and you can use those as lymphatic drain. Right now, you personally are having swelling because your lymphatic is very sluggish.
Okay, yes.
Okay? As well as they can be used as an alternate form of exercise machine too.
Okay.
Okay, and you got to stick with somebody that gets in there and starts doing the deep tissue. And if it hurts, it's telling you something's wrong with the body. It shouldn't hurt that bad. Okay?
Yes, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for calling in. This is special doing a translated call for someone.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew.
You're welcome. You
Thank
guys
you.
have a great day. Good talking to you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. All right,
Bye.
Robert, we're going to call it the end of a show today. This has been great. Robert, are you there? There we go. And if you guys are interested in getting some study on Galactic History 2.0 is available for just $88, 40 hours of content that will take you deep into the explanations of the global narrative, what's going on in our world, and dozens of different subject matters that you'll be able to sink your teeth into and help divine your way into your sacred living. Thanks a lot, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow for our comedy show, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., and we intend to offend. So if you offend easily, do not come to the comedy show. If you want to laugh your ass off, 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Thanks a lot, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Each different bubble of reality. A galactic historian is a person that looks at all the lines of dramatic karma. Nudge, nudge. It's the holy grail.